I'm Ollie, and we're going to be running through advanced quoting in Prima Cloud today. If you're watching the session live, Mike will be on the live chat today, so any questions during or after the session, feel free to ask away. Okay, so advanced quoting, so what does it mean to Prima? So you've got your standard quotes in the system, so putting an everyday quote on for punch pockets, for paper, etc. So the advanced quoting was actually designed for furniture quoting. So if I just switch over screens onto the talking point, so as you can see on screen, it's designed for furniture quoting to allow for more information such as location of the room, so it's Ollie's office, it's reception, it's the boardroom, and also some extra fields in there as well, so you can put in the finish, the colour, whatever it may be as well. Okay, so it's not just built, I guess, for furniture, so it was designed in that idea for usage, but you can use it for other things such as, I guess, printed workwear or bespoke items where you need to put an extra level of detail in there. So as an example, it's a polo top and it's going to have a certain design on it or whatever it may be. You can actually customize this advanced quote into your business and use it in a kind of relevant format as well. Okay, so if you are kind of new to Prima and you're watching this webinar, this is advanced quoting specifically for, I guess, furniture. If you're looking for more kind of how to put a quote on, how to put an order on, we do have a webinar specifically for that as well. So this one kind of is an add-on to quoting. Okay, so if we go into the live screen then, and what we can do to create the actual advanced quote, you'd go into your new record, into sales quotation, and as you would normally do to create a quote, you come into here and search for a customer. So I'm going to search for my test company. Run a search in there, so typically you'd hit create now, and that generates a sales quote, but what you can notice in the bottom right here is an actual quote type. So a standard quote would be, I guess, your everyday creating items for punch pockets, paper, etc. So advanced quote in the bottom right, select that, hit create, and that's then going to generate then the advanced quote. So you'll see the kind of the layout and stuff is quite similar, but we've got more space, I guess, for the image size and more information that you can actually see on the screen as well once that's loaded. So the stream seems to be a bit slow today. Okay, so once that's loaded, so we'll just maximize that, and then in your bottom left, as you would normally, you've got your line entry. So from here you can search for your code, or you can search for your description. So typically what I've seen kind of advanced quoting being used with is templated products in Prima. So we did a webinar on this last week, so if you want to watch that video as well, feel free. But what templated products actually are is an item that can be used for absolutely anything. So as an example, I've got a templated product for desk, and each time I can change the description. So rather than having to create a product each time, so it's a new desk, it's a white desk, it's a beach desk, whatever it may be, you can have one product, customize the description each time, change the image each time, add on any kind of relevant information, pricing onto it, and then just process your order as normal. So using one product to hold all the information, and you can just keep chopping and changing and using that as, I guess, like a miscellaneous type code, if you like. Okay, so first example then, I'll use the templated product that I've got set up. So if I do search for the templated item which I've got saved as desk, I can run a search for that, and then from here then you can see on the right hand side there just some images I've got set up or pre-populated against that product. So you can see I've saved that one against it, I've saved that one, and so on. You can see the ones that I've pre-saved. So when you actually go into the product, you can upload them, you can copy and paste them from Google, from your website, whatever it may be, your supplier's website, and you can copy and paste those images into there as well. So if you are quoting on an item you've never done before, go to the website, or if you've got a file saved on your PC, upload it in, and then from there straight away you've got an item which you can use quite efficiently. So as an example, I'll sell or quote on a white desk today, and as you can see you've got some options such as the code, location, and these info columns here, so info 1 to 3, these can be customized and used specific to your business. So info 1 to my business might be the type of colour. So as an example, this one is white. The next one could be the type of finish. So I don't know, let's pretend this is wood. And then info 3, again, a different kind of formula, whatever you're using in your business. It could be the size, it could be anything. So you can put in some more information there if you wanted to as well. So in this location, what I'm actually going to be doing, this desk is going to go into Ollie's office. So that's what it's going to go to. Okay, and as you can see at the bottom, if you are using templated, then you can change the description as well. So white desk, etc, etc, etc. So you can put as much information in there as you want to as well. Okay, so one thing to note, the info 1 to 3, anything you populate into here, when you convert that into a sales order, that information will tag on to your description, so it'll pull through for the invoicing, purchase order, etc. Okay, so once we're happy, add and jump that onto the quote. And then from here, then you can see all the information is pulled through. So I can enter in then in my price, my cost price. If I'm doing a comparison against a competitor, then I can put all that information in as well, as you would normally do for a sales quote. Okay, so if I just jump back into the line entry, it could be the case you're using an item that's already created, such as like a DAMS product or a TC, whatever it may be. So you can actually use real life products. So just to show you, I guess, how it would look against a punch pocket, you can add that on. You can use advanced quoting for them, but there's not much kind of real purpose apart from if you're wanting to use a location and say, right, okay, these are going to go to reception, these are going to go to, but you can put all that sort of stuff on delivery notes anyway. So this is more for the purpose of, I guess, a real big furniture quote. You've got 10 items on it, 50 items on it, and you're breaking it down into classroom 1, classroom 2, or boardroom, or whatever it may be. So if I went into that product, I can then say, right, okay, this is also going to go into Ollie's office. Save that, back to the main screen, and then I've got 2 items onto my quote now as well. Okay, so I'll add one more, so I'll just use the chair templated product we've got set up. So I'll search for that, and then from here then, on the right hand side you can see the images, so I'll say actually the chair I'm going to sell today is that one. Quantity of 1, put any more information in that I want to, so location for this one is going to be boardroom. Info 1 is, I don't know, blue. Certain type of material, I'm not too sure on that one. So you put all your material information in. Info 3, whatever you want to use it for. And also with these tags here, just because it's called Info 1, kind of as you can see it here, on the actual printout report, which I'll show you shortly, you can change that to say colour. You can change it to say finish or size, whatever it may be. Okay. And then description at the bottom, so I can overtype that. So I'm going to say blue chair, or blue office chair, etc. Pop that in. Save it onto the quote. And then from there, then you can see from this main screen as well, more information in terms of, you can see all the code, cost, price, selling price, etc. But then you can also see the image that you're quoting on. You can see the kind of the location it's going to, and all your extra information that you've put into the system there as well. Okay, so when you're actually wanting to send this over to a customer, if you go over to your report tab, you've got different types of reports in the system, and one of them being an advanced quote. So if we go into there now, view the report, and then from here then, if it's set up on your system, you'll have your logo, your branding, all the information in terms of who the customer is, quote number, etc. So as you can see, on this test database, we've got Prima's logo. This is who I'm quoting for, and you can see here as well that I've made the location bold so it stands out. I've put in the information there, so it's a desk, white desk, a kind of long description as such if you type it in. And then from there, then as I've only used info 1 and 2, that's information that's pulling through. But as I said there, if this is going to be info 1 is going to be used for colour, you can change that then in your report designer. As you can change, I guess, if you're wanting this bold, if you're wanting to make the space smaller, bigger, whatever it may be, you can customise that in the report designer as well. Okay. And as I mentioned earlier, once you actually finish with the quote, customer says, yeah, go ahead, we're gonna go with that. When you complete it and convert it into a sales order, kind of the information 1, 2 and 3 will add on to the description as well. So if it is a templated item, then from there then you can add on your extra information, pulls through, happy days, it's all there for you to use. If it is like a DAMS product, a TC, whatever it may be, then all the information that's already there will then be accompanied with the additional information that you've populated onto the quote as well. Okay, that's everything for today's session. Any questions you do have, myself and Mike will be on the live chat afterwards for a little while, so if you're watching this back as well, please feel free to email training@primasoftware.co.uk. But yeah, thank you for your time today, and I hope you have a great weekend.